Now I am going to show you how we can do this on LabVIEW. I told you two cases implementation. In LabVIEW of waveform chart plotting, right? Suppose we are taking a control of temperature. If this is applied to waveform chart, it gives continuous monitoring of this, like this. This is the example of single plot.
Sir, what is it?
Okay, simple temperature control. It can be a sensor from outside. It can be a sensor or simulated sensor. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Directly single input we can apply to waveform chart. Let us suppose that we want to apply multiple input. One is temperature, the second one is level, okay, and the third one is suppose another temperature. Okay, three inputs we have and we want to apply to waveform chart. In that case, what we will do is, I have already shown you the use of bundle in case of making cluster, right? So what we will do is, here also we will use a bundle whose job is to do multiplexing operation. And this particular bundle, it's actually little different from multiplexing. Multiplexer is many input, single output, but this is many input, many output. Okay, okay. So what the bundle do is, it convert single inputs S1, S2, S3 to a single inputs. So it become many inputs. It convert this into a cluster, and that we can apply to waveform chart. एक बार फिर बताऊंगा मैं, if it is not clear. Suppose we have multiple inputs whose monitoring we want to do on single waveform chart. In that case, what we need to do is, we need to use this additional component called as bundle. To this bundle, give single inputs, multiple single input S1, S2, S3, right? So this particular bundle convert these single inputs, which are scalar inputs, and convert that into a structural object called as cluster. That cluster input we can apply to waveform chart. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take it down. Just keep this note in your mind. You may not understand this right now, but later you can, when we see the simulation, you can understand. This note telling that a waveform chart can accept not only the scalar quantity, but also the array data. In this case, I am showing you a scalar quantity temperature, which is single value. But in this case, I am showing you a array type of data, which is cluster in this case. So it means that waveform chart can accept scalar quantity as well as the vector data. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for that. Can I move to next screen?
Yes.
Now here I am showing you another mean of plotting data called as waveform graph. Waveform graph. Waveform graph actually consisting of two ways of plotting. One is single axis, or se suno ye. Another one, two axis. One is single axis plot, which is, anybody want to ask a question? Which is mostly similar to waveform chart. Another one, two axis, which is also called as XY graph. XY graph. चलिए ये नोट कर लीजिए. There are two variants of waveform graph. One is single axis plot, which is mostly similar to waveform graph, waveform chart. Another one, two axis waveform graph, WG बोल दीजिए इसको. Whose name is XY graph. इसका मतलब क्या है? In this case, we must give two axis signal. One is X, another one Y. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I will do is, in order to demonstrate the use of waveform graph, that is two axis. How many axis? Two axis. I'm taking the help of an example. Example. This is very interesting example. The title of this example is to plot a circle. To plot a circle, right? How can we make a circle plot with the help of two different signals? That's the question. Any idea from your side?
So can you repeat the question?
Yeah. How can we make an impression similar to circle on screen using two different signals? So I will help you, or I will give you a hint. So if suppose we wanted to have an impression on screen as circle with the help of two signal, one signal is appearing on y axis, another signal is appearing on x
X-axis.
axis. This is appearing on y axis and this is appearing on x axis, and we want impression like this. One should be varying like this, another should be varying like this. One should be varying like this, another should be varying like this. Then in that case, what we need to do is we need to apply, hint is both signal. Hint is both signal should be orthogonal. What do you mean by orthogonal signal? Any idea about orthogonal signal? You might have seen this thing in your vector mathematics and also in signals and systems. Two quantities are said to be vector if their dot product is zero. याद आ रहा कुछ? Are you able to recall your memories? अरे जल्दी बोलो यार, कितना टाइम लेते हो?
Yes, sir. That square matrix with
Hmm.
matrix with real
Two,
number.
two signals are said to be orthogonal if their dot product is zero. वेक्टर बोल रहा हूं मैं आपको, याद है नहीं है? हाँ, आप जो बोल रहे हैं वो मैट्रिक्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन में वो भी करेक्ट है। अभी इधर देखिए आप, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ऑर्थोगोनल सिग्नल? इधर देखिए आप, if a signal is available on horizontal axis like this and on vertical axis it is just perpendicular 90 making 90 degree angle to the x axis signal, समझ जाओ ये मेरा x axis है, कौन सा है ये? x axis,
X-axis,
और ये मेरा y
y-axis.
axis है। ये दोनों सिग्नल ऐसा आ रहे हैं जिद में एक दूसरे की, it is coming in perfectly vertical axis and this is coming perfectly in horizontal axis making angle 90 degree, तब क्या बोलेंगे ये दोनों सिग्नल को? जल्दी बोलो। we can call them to be orthogonal, then s1 and s2 are
Orthogonal.
orthogonal, very good। अब मुझे ये बताओ कहाँ देखते हैं आप लोग, where can you observe this type of signal in our daily life? I will give you hint for that. Let S1 is sine signal and S2 is cos signal. S1 is sine signal, S2 is cos signal। अब ये दोनों का डॉट प्रोडक्ट निकालो, अब क्या आता आपको? We will get 0 and the phase difference between sine and cos is how much? 90 degree, so it means that sine and cos are orthogonal signal।
Perpendicular and orthogonal.
yes, अभी सबको समझ में आ गई ये बात?
Yes.
तो अपन क्या करेंगे, मैं इतना सारा जो समझाया, इट्स नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ माय कोर्स, आई थॉट ऑफ एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द यूज ऑफ एक्स वाई ग्राफ। तो मैं क्या करने वाला हूं, एक इनपुट पे साइन देने वाला हूं और एक इनपुट पे क्या करूंगा, कॉस दूंगा। देन बिकॉज ऑफ द गिविंग ऑफ टू सिग्नल विच आर ऑर्थोगोनल टू ईच अदर, वी विल गेट इंप्रेशन ऑन स्क्रीन लाइक दिस, दैट इज सिमिलर टू सर्कल। अभी समझ में आ गई बात? इज इट क्लियर
Yes,
टू
sir.
एवरीबॉडी? चलिए, नाउ मूविंग टू नेक्स्ट स्क्रीन।
सर वो कॉपी कर लेते हैं।
हाँ एक सेकेंड, कर लो कॉल। ये एचओडी का एक कॉल आ रहा, मैं अटेंड कर लेता हूँ। ओके, आप लोग कॉपी कर लो।
डन सर। Sir, please unmute yourself, sir.
What I will do is, I will take you to all these screens. In first screen, I explain you motivation for plotting of data. To explain this thing, I had taken the example of the components of instrumentation, which is comprising of three components: measurement, control, calibration. So for all these, monitoring is essential. Example, SCADA. So for SCADA is an application which required monitoring of data. So for that case, we need to have plotting of data provision. Then in next screen, I have continued the explanation of waveform chart, which left, which is left some part of it in last class. So here I have taken the two cases of waveform chart examples. First case is single signal, single axis signal. If suppose applied to waveform chart, it is called a single plot. Multiple signal, single axis signals are, if suppose applied to waveform chart, it is called as multiplot. The common point in both the cases is, in both the cases, signal axis is 1. Okay. Then after that, I move to the implementation of this waveform chart example in LabVIEW. The first example is for single plot. You see, in which I am taking a scalar quantity. Maybe it is taken from outside hardware sensor, or it may be a simulated signal. In this considered case, it is a temperature quantity which is giving single value continuously. So that if we directly apply to waveform chart, so then then the implementation can be called as single plot implementation. If suppose we have to display on monitor many signals, many scalar signals like temperature, level, another temperature, then we cannot directly apply to waveform chart, but instead what we need to do is we need to take the help of an intermediate node called as bundle. This bundle take all many scalar quantities, like here in this case S1, S2, S3, temperature level, another temperature, and convert this into cluster. So that cluster input can be the waveform chart input, and this waveform chart will take care of displaying S1, S2, S3 on single screen. This is called as multiplot. The common point between these two implementation is the y-axis is applied by the user and x-axis is calculating by the waveform chart. I have given a note that a waveform chart can accept either a scalar quantity or it can accept a array data type, like example cluster. Then I move to the another part of plotting data called as waveform graph. Just pronounce this, it is WG, it is not WC. Waveform graph. Yeah. The waveform graph comes with two versions. One is single axis version, another one two axis version. The single axis version plot is almost similar to waveform graph. Whereas two axis waveform graph is entirely different, because here we need to give two axis data, right? So in order to make this understand, I had considered an application of plotting an impression of circle with the help of two signals. In order to cover this type of example, we need to have two signals which are orthogonal to each other. So I have given explanation about the orthogonality. I told you that in time representation, orthogonal signal look like this: x-axis horizontal representation, y-axis vertical representation. If their phase difference is exactly 90°, we call them to be orthogonal. Where can we see this type of signals? So we have this type of signal in our hand. Frequently we are using this in and around like sine and cos. Sine and cos are orthogonal to each other. So after doing this thing, I wanted to show you the example of this plotting data. No, sorry, the example of plotting circle. So please take down this thing. For this, what I am doing is I am taking a for loop. Okay, take some number like 101, any number you can take, no problem. For loop is also having index. For loop is having the counter n. Take a multiplier. Perform multiplication of pi with this index I, and the output of this multiplier you please apply to a divider. The other part of divider is some constant number, say 50. Then the output of this you please apply to, it's like x, you please apply to first one sine function, second one cos function, so that this becomes sin x and this become cos x. Connect this sine function to the boundary of for loop, connect this cos function to the boundary of for loop. I told you, when we connect to any variable to boundary of for loop, it output become an array, right? Whatever it may be. As it is two signal, we need to take the help of a bundle. So I am adding a bundle over here, and the output of this bundle you please connect it to waveform graph. Which type of waveform graph? XY waveform graph. Then what happen is you will get impression like this circle. Please note down this.
सर हेडिंग क्या लिखना है सर?
To plot circle. Program to plot circle. LabVIEW program to plot circle using XY graph.
So that is 50 ना?
Which one? Yeah, 50. You can write observation here. This is sin x and this is cos x. Here the quantities are scalar and here the quantities are array. First observation. Second observation. To x-axis, xy graph, one input is sin x and another input is cos x. Okay. What is the purpose of multiplier followed by a divider? To make this x a fractional quantity. यहाँ क्या हो रहा है देखो, शुरू में जीरो आ जाता है, पाई इंटू जीरो, आई इज वेरिंग फ्रॉम 0 to 100. मानते नहीं मानते? एग्री और नॉट? हेलो, this I value is actually 0 to 100.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this I value is 0 to 100. So starting what happen is it becomes 0 into pi, second 1 into pi, then so on up to last 100 into pi. After that, this value is divided by 50 to get a fraction of that quantity that we are calling it to be sine. And the sine function is calculating sine of this x. Cos function is calculating cos of this x. Actually, we want this sine quantity to be an array, cos quantity to be an array. So for that, what we are doing is we are connecting the sine and cos values to the boundary of for loop. So this for loop convert the single value into an array. So the output of for loop is now array of sine x and array of cos x. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Chali, quickly we will go to the implementation. Jita hua utta karenge. Rest of the thing we will see in next class. So are you comfortable or not? थोड़ा heavy हो गया आज?
No, sir.
Heavy तो नहीं हुआ, थोड़ा disturbances आने की वजह से. So maybe we have wasted some
Sir,
time.
ये
हाँ.
फर्स्ट वाला x है, फिर सेकंड में सर ये प्लस है ना, प्लस है ना
कौन सा?
सेकंड 50
No, this is divider.
डिवाइडर. यस
This is divider. मैं बोला ना आपको क्या कर रहा हूं मैं? आई एम मेकिंग एन इंटीजर भी नहीं बोल सकते. आई एम मेकिंग ए नंबर which is a multiple of pi, right? This I am dividing by 50 so that it become a fraction of that.
यस सर.
उसके बाद क्या कर रहा हूं? This I am giving as an input to sine function and at the same time input to cos function. अभी इन्हें क्या करेंगे? फर्स्ट आइटरेशन में साइन 0 देंगे, उसके बाद जो भी वैल्यू रहेंगी साइन ऑफ दैट, इन्हें भी क्या करेंगे? साइन ऑफ 0, देन साइन ऑफ दैट वैल्यूज एंड इट विल बी वेरिंग. अब बिकॉज वी आर टेकिंग द आउटपुट फ्रॉम द आउटपुट ऑफ फॉर लूप, तो ये पूरे वैल्यूज 0 to 100 यानी 101 साइज का एरे बन जाएगा यहाँ. So this value will be an array of size 101 elements, and this is also of 101 element. So that together applied to the waveform graph via a bundle. ठीक है? What is your next class? What is your next class?
AI sir.
So I think it is already 11.